Hello, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me. This is Leela. This is the pie. Boy, she's anxiously awaiting her April challenge, which is to get me to give her treats. Let's start that. Hello, I see Jaden and Denise are in the front row in the chat. And I'm ready for my April challenge. I'm so excited. April is a great time for a challenge. And, well, first we're going to do the things we normally do here. We're going to check out what happened last week in iOS music. And then after that, we're going to get to work on my music for April. And that is me. I don't know if you guys, I think Denise has also done an April challenge. I'm going to make music without Launchpad and without space fields, without creating some bizarre off-key sound and then following the chords and stuff that are already in it. So I'm going to be deliberate about my creation today, and I mean this entire month. And we're going to work with Scalar 3 today. Exciting. And then, so let's just, sorry, I'm going to say hi. Denise, Jaden, Louie, Jamie Lynn. Hello, front row people. I like you front row people. I see people in the lurking lounge, and I know there'll be some people on the replay. Meow, Hugh Caldwell guitar. Hello, hello. Yes, this is going to be something. So, and I noticed, so if you guys are watching and you want to get involved with my music here, you could potentially offer to say, what if you wanted to do my bass for me, or do my guitar for me, or do some drums for me? All will be revealed. The pie is like, ooh, these are some of her scary, exciting ones that she's got. All right, let's open it up in my iPad display, and we're going to get to work. That's what we're going to do. We're going to first check out what happened last week by using the iOS Beat Community, iOS software archives. The last, let's see, 1 week ago was the 29th of March. So we're going to scoot down to the 29th of March. We always find out what our 4-pocket sales are. You need a rock guitarist. Is that what you need, Denise? So is anyone else going to do this challenge with me besides me and Denise? Even Denise is more than enough for me, but I love to help other people make music. So if this is going to help you make music, choose a limitation for yourself and then create around the limitation in a deliberate way. Boop, 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 boop. Wow, we've got 2 full things full of exciting. I think she's going to take off because she wanted more. Oh, no, she's going to hit me up until her things are done. All right, so, okay, we've got late tape. We got that one. Octocron probably is off sale by now. That was a whole week ago. But it was $4.99, and it may still be $4.99 if you want to check. Octocron is a really fabulous drum sequencer, which I dig. One more, Pie, one more. I'll cut it in half. Nope, I can't cut it in half. That's going to be your last one there, girly. So, David Hart releases DH Slice and DS Sample Spread. Let's see what those are. Ooh, Denise says she's going to make a song without starting in Suno. No AI until vocals. Right on. We're going to have so much fun. Did you get Scalar 3, Denise? Has anyone else got Scalar 3? So, DS Slice turns any audio file into a MIDI playable instrument. That sounds pretty interesting. It's an AV3. DS Sample Spread is to build custom decent sampler instruments on your iPad. So, their sample spread is $5.99. So that's pretty cool. You could, if you want to make your own decent sampler things, that would be really awesome. By the way, if you want to go up in the corner there should be my, yes, I have a QR code up in the corner if you need to, if you're not already connected with me via social media and all those things. All right, let's see, March 30th. That was last week. We looked at that. Cheap Keys and Fuego, we looked at those. We looked at Bandit 2. We looked at Tone Bank. The update of Terra Pro. There we go. Price drop of Reels. Wow, I just spent 6 minutes trying to get Reels is really cool. So I don't know how long it's going to be on sale, but it's a tape emulation plugin, and I just was using it the other day after I was hanging out over at a Field Tone audio stream. Right on. Noise Gate pedal, 99 cents. What's up with that? That looks like it's a very simple noise gate. Clean up your signal with a vintage style noise gate pedal. AV3 audio effect for guitar and live streaming. Silence the noise, keep the tone. Perfect. Elf, live streamers eliminating background noise. Producers cleaning up recorded tracks. Vocalists removing unwanted new room noise. It sounds not bad for, yes, a bit of an accessibility issue, right? If you could use, can you hold down with one toe and tap with a different toe? Or do you only got one toe's worth of usage there? Let's back. Yoicks. Going from the bottom. Right here, Gym Audio Apps. That was 6 days ago, but I bet you they're still on sale. Limited time. Groove Writer 2, which is a pretty important app, is $10 off from $35 to $25. Groove Writer GR16 is only $7.99 from $14.99. Poison 202, $4.99 to $9.99. Pure Acid is not on sale. Jim Audio. Ask Jim. Cubasis 2 and Cubasis 3 and IAPs. Ooh, is that still on sale? Usually $29.99 from $49.99, and the IAPs are on sale for, it looks like, half price. Yeah, I hear that. Denise. Chem OK releases Underbud Buddle. Buddle? It's not a bundle, but it's a buddle. Because it's buds. That is their binarrhythmic funk bud tester, text quencher in theory, and harmonic. Make music with emojis instead of notes. Do I have that? Let's take a look. I want to see how many of those I have. Whoops. No. I complete my bundle. So I don't have tester. So it's obviously more expensive for me to purchase. But if you don't have all these other ones, in theory, Binarhythmic Funk Bud Text Quencher. You can see I like this kind of stuff. Ha! Right. So underbud. Those are the underrated buds. Whee! Audio damage. Offers. Ooh, price drops. Evil Auto's got a new intro offer, $2.99. Descent Granulator is $2.99 and it's going to stay $2.99. I bought Descent Granulator this week, by the way, because it's sexy. Thanks to Jade Star's very first dropped standalone app demo. Circa Loopers on sale down to $4.99. Very cool. Quanta 2 $8.99. Axon 3 $4.99. I love Axon 3, by the way. Replicant 3, I absolutely love that. $2.99. Other Desert Cities, crazy awesome app. $3.99. Phosphor 3 is $3.99. Pan Station 2 is $1.99. You're so cute, my sweet girl. Continua is not on offer, but it's only $6.99. Channel Strip is only 3 more. It's only 3 more. $1.99. Enso Looper $4.99. Phase 3 $1.99. Rat Shack Reverb is free. Adverb 2, Discord 4 is really gorgeous reverb. Filter Station, I think I've got that one, $2.99. iOS deals. Let's check those iOS deals. Ooh, complete my bundle. Ascent. I could get Ascent for only $3.50. Haha, because I just bought Descent. That might be a thing to think about. Shimmer plus Space. Right on. Let's go back. Oh, we're taking a long time. I must be scared. Unfiltered audio. Oh, price drops are on. And it's not an April Fool's. Battalion is down to $29.99. Basement, $4.99. Lo-Fi AF, $4.99. Needlepoint vinyl. Solo Granulator and Reverb. Tails is down. The desktop prices are down as well. I've got a lot of these. Let's go down and see what. iOS. Yes, I've got almost... Oh, I don't have Needlepoint. I've got Silo. I've got Basement. I don't have Tail. I have Lo-Fi AF. I think I have all the ones that I need of theirs. I already have other vinyl simulators. So we'll go back. SKIIID. All the Machines. Steven Bolch. This is a full AUV3 plugin support. It is sound sequencer presets. It's a drum synthesizer with 4 expressive pads and the possibility to morph. Let's see how much that pupper is. $3.99, very cheap. So you never know. This might be a fun thing. Each one is a sound sculpted by where your finger lands. Ooh, that's very exciting. It's expressive. It's basically like kind of an MPE of a pad. Really cool. Updates VK01. I've not seen VK01. Let's give it a looky look. It's pretty. It's a visual performance app. So, okay. This is one of those visual performance apps. Let's give it a look. $11.99. So I bought VS2. We'll be looking at VS2 this month. I'm going to be using it to help me make my video for my app, for my song that we're working on. Dotech audio update and price. Drop D Acid. Drop D Acid. Ooh, that's a fun name. Ooh, look how pretty that is. It allows anyone to easily enjoy acid bass lines. It's just an acid-based synthesizer. Well, sexy. Flip samplers, $5.99. It's basically like just to say, like, it sets things up into tracks. I don't know. I'm not a sampler person, so Avi Bortnick updates LP33 sim. Oh, this looks like it's another vinyl simulator. 303. Nope, it's a 303 phrase sampler. Gotcha. Vinyl sim. Very cool. 303. Nicolosi has updated Mila and price dropped to the IAPs. Kubrick Lover 1972. Hello. Right now I come on at 4:20 Eastern and I go until 6, which is when Jade comes on. Open Planet software update. Sessions. Version 5. $20. Pure piano, pure upright, and pure strings are each only $14.99 instead of $29.99. Let's see. Acoustic Voice Pro looks like an IR loader for guitars. Acoustic voice. It's designed to transform the offsetting plastic or sterile sound of direct input acoustic guitar pickups. So there's guitar emulations like Martins, Gibsons, Taylors. Pretty sexy, actually. Pretty sexy. So that's happening. Alexander Studin releases MIDI to CV converter. It looks like that's a simple utility that literally lets you control your modular synth using any source of MIDI signal. So you can change to your CVs. Basically, you have to... It's complicated. We're not going to be using that today. VSEP. Let's see what VSEP does. Art Legend. Transform any song into karaoke or a cappella. AI-powered voice separation entirely on your device. Interesting. So that could be cool for some people. Let's go to page 1. We're almost there. And then we're going to do the scary part. We're going to start working on actual music. Easter weekend deals. These will go till the 8th. So 2 more days on these puppers. TalkWorks is $4.99 from $9.99. Euclidean is $7.99 from $14. $7.99 from $14 is Evolver FX. There's Shredder, which is $4.99. Font Stack is $8.99. Kaleidoscope Echo, $6.99. I love that app, by the way. Rings Effects, another one I really like, $8.99. So, on sale, baby. UNO1, UNTS BV. UNO1, Instant DAWless EDM. Performance-oriented batteries included groovebox that brings sequencing and performing into one playable instrument. So a fast little beat machine. Let's see what that is. Get? So does it have in-app purchases? Well, I'm going to grab it. Let's grab it. You can just grab it. UNO1. It's available for free. Free. Not that all free apps are good. You could just go deleting a bunch of free apps because they aren't that great, but some of them really are. So you never know until you try. So full in-app purchases on Sugar Bites. So your in-app purchase on Dialect is down to $7.99. The iPad Dialect is down to $19.99. So Dialect is an iPhone app, and then there's an iPad app, so they're separate. Effectrix in-app purchase is $15 from $25. Cyclop in-app purchase down to $11.99. Wow Filter Box $7.99 in-app purchase. Factories $8.99 pounds, I guess. Looperator $14.99. Apparillo $11.99. Drum Computer $16.99. Unique, I don't know what that one is, but they're real cheap. $1.99 for the phone, $7.99 for the iPad. Egoist $14.99. Thesis $7.99. Tornado $14.99. Right on. The Musicology Group Inc. announced synth stamp pre-order. What in the hell is a synth stamp? Let's find out. Ooh, it's sure pretty. Oh, it's the celebration of the history of electronic music with a 5001 analog synthesizer, 3500 sampling keyboard. So if you're into vintage stuff, Immaculate Maple Syrup stuff is on sale. Yes, early time, more time on Mondays, just Mondays. Because I want more time to work on these songs. Immaculate Maple Syrup on sale. Woodpecker $6.99. Wood Synth $8.99. Wood Verberator $8.99. Wood Valvat. Okay. Hold On and its in-app purchases are free for a limited time. What's Hold On? It transforms your world into a synth. It makes the city your instrument. Well, okay. Explore cities with musical AR. What? All right, let's... motion access. Allow while using app. Use health data. We don't have that. I don't want health access. There we go. Whoa. Hey, DNA Art Online. Nice to see you. Let's check out Augusta. Anyway, let's get back out of there. So hold on, we'll play around with that later. Because there's just a few more things and then we can get to work trying to find chords for our song. Igor Vasily apps on offer. I love Igor Vasily app. I love every app. I won't be able to use them. Igor's apps, most of them I won't be able to use for this project, but I'm going to use them in the background every single day. So all of them on sale. Exosphere $9.99, Noise Space $9.99, Loop Mangler $8.99, Stellar Vox $6.99, No Input Mixer $9.99, Glitch Scaper $9.99, Vintage Rack $8.99, Space Fields $5.99, Alti Space 2 $3.99, Soundsaw $2.99, Beat Cutter $9.99, Classic Effects $6.99, Synthscaper LE which I love Synthscaper, by the way, $199, Synthscaper $6.99, Fieldscaper $4.99, Soundscaper $4.99. I believe we are at the end. Nope. Audio Thing update and price drop Noises. Noises is on sale for $12.99. Noises is really cool. Piano Motifs has been updated again. Tyler Quattraro updates Prism MIDI sequencer. It's currently available for $19.99. Super J8 Synth is on sale for $14.99 from $29.99. Super J8 Synth, real cool. Piano Motifs has been, what did they do? I love this app. So there's a new velocity. There's doubled the button area for the generate, play next, and revert buttons. Fixed some bugs and stuff. Yeah, I use these a lot. I'm not going to tell myself I can't use them. So Mix Room Co. This is Mix Room. AI Assistant DAW. Huh. Interesting. Let's take a look. It seems there's no in-app purchases. It's just an AI assisted DAW. Collected and linked to your identity. It looks like a lot of stuff, so let's just leave that for a minute. Apply to enjoy the Studio Guru Pro iPad, iOS, and Mac OS beta. Studio Guru Pro. We'll just leave that. Not gonna spend all my time over there doing that. Let's go back. If you're interested. Metronome Hero looks like subscription options. Well, I'm not gonna do anything about that, so that's interesting. But Sample Science offers Singing Bowls Renaissance, free for April. Usually $30. Singing bowl samples. I love singing bowls. It's for $0. I'll check that out later. I'll be buying those sounds. I'll be getting those sounds for free. Whoops. We're almost done. Audio Modern apps and in-app purchases. Yes! On sale. Field Tone. What is cooking? By the way, if you're on desktop, Field Tone Audio has put out a plugin this week, so that's pretty awesome. I just received an email about it. I don't make music on desktop, but I'm sure that I would love to raise my hand and offer to test any iOS apps that you're planning to make. So, GateLab is down to $6.99. Playbeat 4 Unlock is $19.99. Get Playbeat 4. Playbeat 4 IAPs are down to $6.99. The Soundbox IAPs are all $5 off at $20. Freezer is $6.99. Loop Mix is $12.99. Chord Jam is $6.99. Riffer is $6.99. So, that looks like that's all. All right. So now let's get to the scary part. What are we going to do? I'm going to open up a notes thing in my music creation. And we're going to go April Challenge. Okay. So we're going to start by, let's get a mood. We want the mood of, now we're going to go to scalar 3. Let's go to new session, default. Okay. I didn't do anything. All right, so we've got a new session here. A bit of the usual. Hang on, I gotta send my roommate a note. He says, let's go walk the dogs because it's gorgeous out. With my show at 3. Right on. Okay, so I want to, how are we going to do this? Chord sets. C minor scale, serious, sad, emotional, sentimental. We want to make I want a mood. Let's pull that down. Let's see, mood. We don't want ambiguous. I don't want discordant. I want kind of pop. I want kind of a like a little bit hopeful. Like hopeful. Now remember, I'm not okay, let's go genres. I'm going to find a pop. Is that in there? Indie, how about indie? So it's kind of an indie pop sound. I'm just like, I liked this too. Right on. So we'll get out of there. Kind of, whoops. There we go. I'm using my fingers, right? So it looks like we're in the D major scale. So I'm going to hop over to this next little guy here. And so you can see how, let's see if we can get my cursor in here. So there we go. So we've got circle of fifth stuff. And you could just like get your chord suggestions. You like drag in. Say I wanted to like, whoops. I only want to select one. There we go. So say I wanted to just take this one. Drag it right there. So now you've got all these other chords potentially. Now see, let's go in here and there's suggestions. So there you could have a rest. And we'll wait for that till later. Hey, Jerry Gomes, what's cooking? Ooh, I like that B minor. Nummies. So see, look. Now we go back in here and it's offering a suggestion again. And then we'll be like E minor, B minor. Ooh, I like that. We'll like suggest. See, that's pretty. So we could come back here and it'll be like. So I'm just playing E minor, B minor, G major 7. I like how it goes from the regular B minor to the 7 because the 7 is giving it like an extra color. So it's like it goes bright, dark, Now, so now where do we go? Let's see. What? Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, that's a nice, that would be nice for a, like a chord, like a, beautiful. So let's go now to this sketch, I think. And you could take these four, I think. Okay, I selected them all. There we go. Haha. That's pretty. We could go and get that, like, just say, nope, nothing's on the master track yet, so that's cool. So I love this. It's just so fun. All motion, right? You could just go here. One. Well, see, now look at that. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, and you just whoop. Just throw in some more. I don't like some of them. I don't like all of those, but I love that. So, let's see. I forget what all this binding stuff is. See, I barely looked at Scalar 3. And that's what I'm telling you, is that you can actually do a pretty good job of, let's see. There we go. So I take that and I hold it down and there we go. So add to main track. I like that. So we're going to add it to the main track. Now we're going to go over to the main track. Where's our, hey, how come there's nothing in the main track? Maybe it's because it's at the oh, there we go. It's not at the beginning. Cover by CQ. What's cooking? So now this one has our chords again, and then it has the second set of 4 chords. So let's try playing that. That could be the intro. Yeah, I like that. Okay, stop that. You just roll right back. So if you go, like say I want to, whoops, let's undo that. Oh, redo that. definitely, so I don't want it to be the scene. This isn't, there we go. I don't want it to not be a scene. Yes, I did start early. Haha. It's my new... No, I don't want these to be scenes. Now I just unselect them. Haha. These are a bit hard to... Yeah, so for... I'm going to make just Mondays longer. There we go. I only want it to be scene 1. Let's see. Delete scene. There we go. Haha. Delete scene. I just delete all the scenes. Yes, there we go. There's a scene. We got one scene. And then the whole thing is another scene. So we'll unselect that. And then we'll select these. Now this is another scene. So there's an intro scene. Now you go like this and rename the scene. So this is going to be verse. Where's my work? How can I... Uh-oh. Where's my keyboard? Yeah. Well, I won't rename it right now, but you can. You can see that, right? So now we're going. Do, do, do. Right on. So you would be like, then you could just be like, so that might want to be duplicated however many times. We'll tap that. Duplicate scene. So there you go. Woohoo. Now we'll look for... I mean, it would be easier for me to like take and potentially export these and work with them somewhere else. But for now, we'll stick with this, right? Listen. Now, see, I still haven't decided, right? I could easily just, like, take this first scene, right? And repeat that. Let's see. I could set that as a loop area, right? And then then it would just loop. Let's see if that works. There we go. Yeah. Hello, West Plays Music. Then you would. So I could be like, let's take this and we'll be like, delete scene, right? Maybe delete scene. So instead of, we'll just delete that chord. Whoops. Well, let me, seriously, again, I'm able-bodied and I'm having a hard time with this. Delete. There we go. Now we can, woohoo. There we go. So basically, these are my 2 sets of sketches there right now. Let's delete all of this stuff down here. Woohoo. See, we're going to drag that. Now we're going to go wee. And we'll delete all those chords. So we've got, yeah, see? So again, it's not the easiest bit, like, to manage, but it's not that you actually, so once if you've actually looked at these and you're working with them, then you don't actually have to use these tools if they're going to make it hard for you. You can always just go back in and manually make the chord progressions in your other thing. So there's 2 different scenes, right? I think we should begin to, so we've got 2 sections right now. Yeah, and this is a weird day. So this, just on Mondays, Brad, I'm going to be doing more, I'm going to do a longer show on Mondays because I want to spend more time working on music. It hates you? All right. So far I like this. So I've got these other parts. I could be like, so right now I could be, hold this down, set loop area, right? So we'll be like loop. Down and my heart aches. Find a place to elevate me. Dun dun dee, dun 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 dun. And then we'll do this one. We'll set loop area. Now we'll go. Found day this we could fake this aching matrix. La li da day, bon so it's like each one like maybe 4 times through. So it'd be easy. It's easy. MIDI output device, live sync. All right, well, let's come in here and maybe plus. There we go. Plus genre. Pop. Bass. Pop bass. Whoa, let's look at that. I just like added this thing. Nice, pretty. That I'm not really I'm not going for it. So this now, it just opened with this and it started looping. So it's played and then loop, which could be really useful if you've got an intro and then you want to have a whole bunch of the same thing going on after it. So let's go now. Our bass. I'll just keep working with this let's try a jazz bass, and then we won't do that. So there's going to be things we want to do. MIDI, editor, keyboard view. Cool. Mixer. Very cool. So I'm sure that you could come in here. Let's see. MIDI output device. We could rearrange this. I mean, and of course, you know, you can sit and play with your guitar too. Yeah, I love the progression. It's really pretty. It's like... probably can't hear that too well, but so then later on I can grab in and I can like play similar chords and stuff, because you can do that. Somewhere in here there is I forget where it is. Oh, maybe here it is. Your all your stuff down here. Accento. Voice grouping, dynamic. Ooh. So, plus. Whoa, I just went crazy. Voice grouping, extracted. Guitar voicing. I want those notes to be an octave lower. Yeah, I really like this. So we're getting these. So we've got two parts. We may end up having another part. The thing is I've got an entire month to write this song. So this is just fun. We're just having some fun. We'll pull the mixer down. As we go along this month, I will learn more and more. We will together learn more and more and more about this. Do 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 do. Let's grab that. Okay, keyboard size, octave. There we go. Octave down. Does it make it down? We could just take this bass, right? Let's do something fun. Let's take this bass and let's add chorus. I can't use, for some reason I can't find my manufacturer. There we go. That is Yonic, I think. Whoa. Yeah. There we go. So we'll mute these. We'll give it a saturated sub bass. Yummy. I mean, I may not keep that. I'm just trying to get a vibe going here. Just trying to get rolling, just get some things happening with my two progressions. Just parts I might be doing. Right, pop. Performances. Avant-garde, phrases, sequences, synth sequences. Whoa, and it just adds one. So and then you come in here and then you'd be like, well, what are we going to use for this? Yeah, I don't like that at all. But that's the thing. You can just go. You're just coming back. You just come in and you just change it. Just like that. Resolution 1, chord, melody, octaves. So fun, right? Hang on. Let's go up there with these basses. Yeah. Octave 1 down. Let's check that one out though. Whoops. Right? So then come over here, bring that one down an octave. Yeah! Yeah, I don't like that at all. Wait, I hate this. Right, field tone? I know. All right, let's go vintage keys. We'll solo that. Hey, Live to Fly channel. Yeah, that's okay, but so let's wait. We'll hop back in here. Sequences. I mean, I don't even know how to, but you could just like totally just delete them, right? Delete clip. What? So just hold it down, right? See there, take your performance. Now we've got a whole bunch to play with, right? Let's get rid of, no, we're not. Let's be not in the main right now. Accento. Whoa, look at all that stuff. This is nuts. Expressions, performances. Jazz soft. That's just different. Yeah, so you just, I mean, literally we can just sit, we could play with them all day long, making different new basses, making different new, and of course you can just take and make these exact same chords. You can, I'm pretty sure, of course you can export them. Which I don't know how to do yet, but that's, you know, that's no big deal. I can learn that later. Because what the thing we're doing now is we're trying to work out things. We're trying to work out things. Let's go in our MIDI editor and mess with the actual MIDI here. Let's turn this humanizing off. Well, no, both. There we go. Now, can just play this. Where's that? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Keyboard scale notes. There we go. And you could just like come in and like, let's see. So scissors. So you can cut them in half, right? Now go back. Do 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 do. Just go back and uncut them. See, I just uncut them. How rad, right? So ha. Now we'll go back. So maybe we don't even like that, right? So, oh, come on. Now is she... How much you see at a time? Half bar. This is how much you can change it to the eighth. Do, 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 do. You see? Look at that. You can smoosh it in. There we go. That's a little easier. This might let us add some. We'll go back. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this is way too fast, by the way. Why am I going at 120 beats per minute? That's nowhere close to what I actually want to be. A nice pop song might be closer to... Why can't I change anything? This is driving me nuts. Let's see if I can get... Hey, when that happens. There we go. Let's see if I can use my... There we go. Now I've got my other keyboard in there. Let's get like 84 is one of my favorite things. Let's go back. I mean, that is literally just hideous, right? But you can always have it. Just go back in and add something different. You just go back in and change it. Let's change it. Let's go bass. Let's not get a jazz bass. Let's get a common bass. There we go. Haha. Yeah, sometimes you don't like the note and sometimes you don't like the sound. I do like my chords. Is that all? My chords. Yikes. Let's see, settings menu. Help. Help. How to export chords. I know. FAQ. Though those aren't these are all things like that. We don't need that. I mean, I could save it. Let's save it as a preset. Let's see if we can get this. Enter a preset name. April Challenge. Whee! Basic 2. House bass. Off to get lunch. All right, enjoy your lunch. Lunch is good. I love lunch. See? Look, I've already been playing at this for more than an hour and I'm hardly anywhere. I've gotten it nowhere. Cuz I'm not even going to be leaving most of this. This is just like we're sketching, we're playing. Let's see if we go in. Can you add a, let's go. Strum sequences, slow strum. There we go. We'll get a guitar there. Back. I do actually like those. Not that I would want to keep those. Could take the loopity loopers. I do like these. I do like them. And then you could change these and move them in and make different. I definitely want to play some stuff in myself, like. Let's save April Challenge. April challenge. Oops. Hey, ay, ay. And now it won't go back. Challenge. April challenge. I did save it. I cannot find my... All right. I'm going to go in and let's see if we can... Let's logic. Let me see if I bring this in and it'll give me my logic. You rhymed an accident. I think it's E minor, D major, whatever. Tracks. Let's add... let's not have this. Oi. We'll just mute that for now. Ha. All right. Now. MIDI. And me do nothing. Let's get rid of that. MIDI effects. I'm probably doing this wrong. I don't know why. My thing wants to actually update. My computer wanted to update and I didn't have time to update it, so it's acting all up because it won't. Let's see. Scalar music, Scalar 3 control. I'm assuming you can just kind of open up. Let's get rid of that. I'm assuming you can get your preset. There we go. Let's see. New. Oh yeah, you got to put an instrument in. Ha ha. Let's see. I'm gonna do, let's put in Dynasynth. Hey, James Maya's drums. Let's see if this will. See, it's already there, right? This way, let's, I bet we can do MIDI input all, internal MIDI in. No, int more. All right. And we're gonna go like this. Record MIDI to track here. Right on. Yeah, I like it. So I'm gonna see, like, let's see if we can. Let's just stop. Oh, so that's all, but that's everything. We'll just go. It's got, and it probably starts in a weird place. Let's turn that off. Let's just listen to this and see what we have. Yeah, it's everything, huh? I'm not going to use that sound. Really cool. I'm going to take that. I'm going to just delete that. Wait. So I'm going to go turn Scalar 3 control back on. Let's go back in there. And let us go back to the mixer. See how we got that, right? So let's go solo our main track. So if we've got our main track solo, that should only give us what we're doing here. Okay, that I didn't need to do that. Let's go back. Boop, boop. And of course, we want to be 84. There we go. And it's actually D major. See, so now you've got this. So let's turn that off again. Now we go. Nice. So that way I've got it all, I could go back and, remember how to export them properly and then do that. But then here I've just got this here, and then I could come in and do all kinds of things. So we change out this synth. We'll replace it with, like, say, let's instruments. Let's grab Soundbox. What? Look at all these different things. We have so much. Sonic Nomad. Oh, that's Audio Modern. Haha. There we go. Now we'll come in and we'll just find something really lush. We could get like strings or maybe these higgy. Let's listen to that, okay? Actually, we may have found a beginning sound here. That is frickin' beautiful. Ooh, and it'll fly down at the end. All right. Let's rename this into April Challenge. Yeah, isn't it? Higgy. There we go. Woohoo! It's a gorgeous winner. Now, make sure, let's see what we've got. We've got the do, do, do. That's probably E minor. Just for fun, let's go in here. Chords. Analyze chords. Oops. We're gonna, there we go. Analyzing tempo. These are pretty easy chords, right? C, B minor, 7, D, E minor. That way you could populate it full of all kinds of things. So basically, found a good sound. That's a nice start. Let's go back over. Let's save this. Do 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 do. Now I can come back in here and let's see. I don't want a motion. What I want is I want something that I can play myself. Like I want to add drums. I want to add pop drummer. So pop drummer, actually, so I'm just going to leave that to the side. We're going to go into... Sorry, I'm a wreck today because that's like the beginning of a new thing, and let's just say next week and all the weeks after this are going to be a lot more. There's going to be a lot more happening. This is sort of a preparation week. It's a little less yummo. Let's get MIDI software instrument. We're going to put in new pop drummer. We're going to use pop drummer is going to be my new. Hey, cute. Semtex Cow, what's up? Yeah, no, I'm on very. Like, this is the change, and I'm on early for late. If that makes any sense. Let's go back. I got this vintage lo-fi kit. I like that. All right, we'll uncover that. I'm actually going to send this. I'm sure we can record to this. Let's see. Nope, none at all. Eye the cubes. All right, let's see. Let's go in here and let's output this to a bus. And then we're going to create a audio track. Bus 1. So here there should be, the input is bus 1. Here your output should be bus 1. So get this ready and arm it to record. And I'm just going to record some of this drums in there. We may totally change this, but it's like 16. All right. So now we should have, oops, I made it not quite long enough. But yeah, you can see, so now we've got these drum hits in there. Nice little halftime drummy drum. Professor Booma. But I could just say boop and just leave it at this. And then we could just come in and loop it, right? But we don't have to, right? You could let it loop, or you could just not. Whoops. All right. So I do have just like, a little bit of a little music, a little drum. We can mess with the drums later. We can do things like put like an audio effect on it. We go, let's see. Lo-fi. I want something lo-fi. There we go. And then we'll do random. Haha. Let's put that. Yeah, that's just a little bit of a chunk. Do like that. It's a little bit lo-fi. Yeah, I like that. We can Now I'm going to have plenty of this. I'm going to have way more of this laid out by the time you come back to me this week. I know, pie, bring coffee. Ha! Now, this is how we could, if I wanted to, now we've only got 11 minutes, so I think this will be easy enough. I'm going to take this, so we'll take this out. We'll remove that. And we're going to add a different instrument. Let's add this J8 synth, why not? Well, if I wanted to. So we're going to get the scale, our root note. It's technically we're in D major. So nothing here should be bad, right? So we should uncover that. Leave in this play bit. We're going to come back here and I'm just going to mess around and try to create something. See, now that I've got my own real stuff in here, and there was one note in there I did not like. So we can close that and listen to it. Yeah, that's the one. It was this one. Where is that note? Haha, there it is. Let's try it. Let's remove it. Very nice. So that's just a little bit of a little melody popping over the top. Very cool. So we've actually we've got a little bit going. I'm gonna select, let's just play this for a few, let me try to, there we go. I loop it for a second, just a couple seconds. Yeah, so maybe just play. Try to, I'll probably have maybe done my arrangement, and I'll go back over everything I've done in the intervening time so you can tell what I did. But so far, I think our April challenge is starting to shape up. I've got 2 sets of little chord progressions, so I've got 2 sketches of chords, and then I can just take those and start playing with them, working with a few different sounds. I've got kind of a mellow sound, a mellow sort of pop sound. It's supposed to sound hopeful. I think that's great. All right, so next up, we've got Jade Star. Let's say goodbye to you with my facey face here. Where's my facey face? Sorry, the kitty's not here. Yes, before we migrate, be sure to hit that like button. Oh, yeah. What about that? Aha! Sweet. All right, what in the heck? Oh, yes. So Jade's new thing going on is she's going to be telling you how to move to Logic Pro from GarageBand. I think it's going to be really cool. This is her new thing. If you have not seen her app demo that dropped this morning, an app demo drops every morning. That's a new thing. And then she's going to be here too. How fun, right? How much did the fireworks cost? I know. There were very large amounts. Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to be sketching moods visually, and it's going to tie in with the April challenge. I'm going to tie in visually my moods. We're going to be listening to my chords looping over, so hopefully I'll get a chance to work on this tonight and make it sound a little more beautiful. Right on. Big love, all the peace you can carry. I'm going to bring you on over with my stop button is going to start you over at Jade's. All right, welcome to April. Be sure to let me know in the comments or otherwise if you have got a project, because I want to know all about it. Mwah! See you next time.